Hey everyone, and welcome back to another podcast with The Whole Truth. Today's podcast is going to be about that live that Juliana did just a couple of hours ago. So basically she went live and she absolutely trashed an ex-It Works distributor that used to work underneath her. So this girl worked underneath Juliana quite some time ago. I mean, she has come forward and said that she left due to Juliana because Juliana was treating her poorly. People were coming to her and saying Juliana was saying things behind her back and whatnot. And she did try to address it with Juliana, and Juliana played like, I'm sorry, this and that, but then next minute had everyone block her, just the usual stuff. I can't, because it was quite a while ago, I can't recall exactly how it played out, but I'm pretty sure I know why it played out that way. So, this girl has a candle business and she's on TikTok, and her TikTok blew up. And we know Juliana doesn't like anyone being more successful than her. And in her eyes, success means having followers and getting likes on videos. It's what it's all about. Because otherwise, why would she be trashing this girl months and months after she left It Works? It makes no sense. Of course, the last 6 months has been dedicated to absolutely smashing bread and is making fun of him and saying horrendous things only for her to get back with him. So obviously now she needs a new target so she can get those likes and those followers coming in. But anyway, let's just start the video. I haven't actually watched these snippets. I just woke up and people were like, who is this person? She's getting trashed by Juliana. And apparently, I haven't actually listened to them yet, but this, I'll probably have to correct myself later, but this is what they were saying, that basically Juliana reckons that this girl went live on TikTok and there were screenshots of the hate page making fun of the models or something. This is how it came across to me anyway. Making fun of the models that were in Juliana's launch, which is not correct either. I mean, I will try and... if you're on the page, you'll be able to see what was actually said under that post. And I remember what I said was probably the meanest thing of it all. And it wasn't anything mean. I just said that in the picture, the girl looks like she literally has dinner plate nipples because of where the padding is sitting. Like, they have cheap padding in this outfit and it's sitting incorrectly. So you would think, as someone that's into Photoshop, like Julia, they Photoshop everything. You would think that you would try to maybe Photoshop out that pad so it doesn't look ridiculous. Like it looks like the girl has like a Barbie doll plate and she's just put it down her shirt. And that's not because we're body shaming the girl. It's nothing to do with the girl unless she actually has half an inch thick nipples. It's nothing to do with her. It's just the way that the cup inside fits on the outfit. But anyway, I don't think anyone wrote anything nice, anything that wasn't nice. It was it was mainly talking about the actual outfits themselves, like the materials, because, if you look at the way that cup insert was, it doesn't cover the entire, breast area. It's like this little round thing that just basically covers your nipples. So it's not very flattering. And I think that was the only things that we read was it's not very flattering, that outfit. Even the models that were wearing it, one of them had the shirt pulled down correctly and then the other one, it had rolled up, and usually if you're doing a campaign to sell things, you would think that you would have these things worked out beforehand, you'd have everything perfect, if that makes sense. But anyway, these are the parts of the live, so I'm just going to go through it. I haven't actually listened to it. We know it's Juliana, so half of it's just going to be absolute nonsense. But as I said before, that girl Jess, I don't know, now Juliana's claiming, she's deleted this TikTok now. But we all know that that's not it can't possibly be true, because as you know, if you're on the page and you've read those comments, there was nothing nasty written about any models at all. Nothing about people being plus size or any of that nonsense. So this is purely something, I think, that Juliana has come up with to try and turn Julia against Jess, because as far as I know, those two were still cool. They didn't have an issue with each other. Every time I've spoken to Jess, she's had nothing but lovely things to say about Julia. Any post that someone says something negative about Julia, Jess has always backed her up. So I kind of think that maybe this is Juliana's way of isolating Julia. And I don't think Julia's smart enough to work it out yet that she's actually in a narcissistic relationship with Juliana. And that she is trying to isolate her from people. I don't know. I just feel like maybe she's doing her best to turn Julia away from Jess so that Julia can never really hear that side of Juliana that we all know of. I mean, I don't think Julia's dumb. She knows it, but for whatever reason, they're besties. She defends her actions, like she defended her actions with the dogs. I can't understand that. I try so hard because I feel like Julia is a good person, so I try to see like that point of view, but it's very hard. But anyway, let's just get into the let's just get into the live and listen to it, and we'll have a chat about it as we go.
Y'all know I go crazy when it comes to juju. You know I go crazy. Y'all want to see my mask that I wear when I get a spray tan now? Because and then I'm going to go get another spray tan. But listen. Y'all ready? I ordered this. Julia is the one who tagged me in the video on TikTok. So usually I wear a full mask when I spray tan because my skin is super dry, so I get patches. But now I wear this, and it only spray tans these parts of my face, so it contours my face. And with my lashes and my brows done.
Now, as I said before, I haven't actually listened to all of these videos yet, so I don't know how much of the live is relevant to this topic, but I just thought, you know what, we'll play it all and we'll go through it all. So I do apologize. There are going to be times where, in true Juliana style, she's going to be talking about herself obsessively for quite a while. So I do apologize for that.
And then the natural, contour, I don't even have to wear makeup. So I think the company is called California Contour. I bought this. I know it looks scary, but if you spray tan, get one of these because it's bomb diggity. Yeah. I think that I am, when I'm in a better mood. I had a hard day today and crying. Like an alien face, yeah. But it works. It works really good. When I'm ready to go to battle, I think I'm gonna do what needs to be done, because I said 2022 was gonna be a year where call me a bully, but I'm gonna match your mother trucking energy. Okay? But when it comes to my best friend, I just cannot hold back. I can't. It's just not in me. Because she literally does not bother anybody, and the person doing it is just so pathetic in my eyes.
So basically what she's trying to say is she's using Julia as an excuse to bully another girl. That's what she's saying. Even though this girl has defended Julia on multiple occasions and says nothing but nice things about Julia. So it just goes to show how easily Juliana can manipulate a situation.
Bottom barrel. You are bottom barrel. Bottom of the barrel. But I'm not going to name drop yet. I will eventually, because this is a business owner.
And there it is. So basically what Juliana's saying is she's jealous because this girl has a business that's a legit business. It's not someone else's business that she's pretending to be the CEO of. It's a real business.
But one of my friends came across this video on TikTok, okay? And the girl was trying to show you how to take a watermark off your video. And so she was screen recording her own screen. And we know this girl. She used to work with us. And we helped her tremendously. Her upline helped her tremendously. Made her good money.
So what Juliana is trying to say here is that Jess actually made herself a lot of money by working hard. Yeah, her uplines did their job by just showing you how to do it works. But at the end of the day, Jess is the one making them money. Her and her team are the one that actually carried Juliana through. Because we all know that over the last 2 years, Juliana has done F all for It Works. Every single person that has left is because they were tired of working under Juliana, who expected them to carry her weight.
So she was screen recording her phone and didn't realize that she had, when she went to her photos, she had like screenshots of my posts on a hate page and Julia's posts on a hate page. And then she went to her Instagram, it was screen recording, and her entire feed was this hate page, and it's just full of hate.
Now, let's be real here, because if you follow my page, you will know that your entire feed, like caught at the right moment, your entire feed will be my page. And that's because we're on a different time zone. And when I wake up in the morning, I post all the DMs that I have. And when I go to bed at night, I post the DMs that I have. And that keeps me like up to date. But sometimes when I get up in the morning, there is like 50, 60 DMs. So I have to post them all at once. So a lot of people's feeds will be flooded with the crap from my page. It's just the way it works. It's the way the time zones are. You know, at the end of the day, this is just a little TikTok video that she's done teaching people stuff. And so what? Like, she's gone on the Instagram. There's a couple of things from my page. Whoop-de-doo, Juliana. So, you know, she might have taken like a screenshot to show a friend to say like, oh, you know, Juliana's back with bread again. And then because there might have been like one screenshot of like a picture of Julia's lazy hustler outfits, right? They've just ran with that. Because I know for a fact that there was nothing written underneath that. Like you guys all know, like you are on the page, have a look at it. You'll see that my comment was the worst, and my comment was fact. Like, if you're going to have a professional shoot, you need to make it professional. You need to make sure the girls have their clothes on correctly. You got to make sure that you can't see something like some freaking, you know, bra insert that's just sticking out. Like, no one wants to see that when they're paying good money for an outfit. Like, nobody wants that. But at the end of the day, she's never written anything bad about it. She's never submitted about Julia or Juliana. Like, we've talked about stuff that happened between her and Juliana, but she has never submitted anything negative about Julia. And I feel like Juliana had her knickers in a twist, because obviously she's seen that there's stuff about her on there, because, like, let's face it, everybody wants to know what's going on right now because she's a fucking nut. Like, everything that she's doing, crazy, absolutely crazy. So, you know, of course people are going to be interested in it, because it's like, oh my God, like, what a train wreck. You follow that shit just like you do with any other reality TV show, like Bad Girls. When people act like fools and it's so like out of character for what you normally see in real life, of course you're like drawn to watch it. And that's what people are like. So I feel like really there was probably like one screenshot of like the lazy hustler stuff, and then she's just made up a heap of stuff about people talking shit about plus size, because as you guys know, there was nothing negative written about plus size models. It was just me talking about that bra insert just not being right. Like, you would think that if you're going to do a professional photo, that you would make it professional and you would fix little things like that. You would make sure the models are wearing the clothes correctly, rather than one having one pulled down and one having it up. And, you know, I mean, if you've seen the picture, it would make sense to you. But this has been so blown out of proportion. Like, Juliana, the thing is, she has needed something to have on Jess for like the longest time to turn people against Jess, because obviously she has quite a few supporters. And it makes me laugh that she actually thinks her going and reporting her account, like, this is her. She's like, oh my God, how dare she have all these TikTok followers? Because we know, you know, Juliana's TikTok is fucking lame. And no one wants to watch that shit. Like, nobody cares. It's crap. Whereas, you know, you look at Jess's TikTok and people love it, you know. And so this is the only way. She's like, oh my God, I can send all my followers over there to like report her, because no one gives a fuck about Juliana. Like, at the end of the day, people love Julia because she's the one that's, you know, she's so nice and she's laid back and she's a good mum. And then you got Juliana, who's just like a trash bag and doesn't really care much for her kids, like just talks crap on her whole family all the time. So, of course, people are going to support Julia. So this is her only way of trying and getting Jess's TikTok deleted, by going, oh my God, like, they're picking on Julia, go and have her deleted. But it would be funny if it was the other way around, because let's face it, look how many followers Jess has on TikTok as opposed to what Juliana has on Instagram. And like, half of Juliana's Instagram followers don't even like her. They're just there out of curiosity. Like, I know we have like 700 people that are in common, and like none of them like her. Even the ones that she follows back that are on my page, like, I fucking hate her. They cannot stand her. So I don't know, but come on, man. Like, you really think that you've got any room to talk about anything when it comes to hate and bullying. Like, no, you picked on Becca so bad. You made fun of Becca's body, and you're going to sit there and make out like we made fun of these models when we were just simply making, saying they're not flattering what you're putting on them. Like, that outfit does not look flattering. You need to do different poses maybe, but my biggest problem was that the bra insert, like, it just did not look right. It stuck out, and it drew my eye to it, and I feel like that was unprofessional. And that was just the way I was giving my feedback. No one's anything negative about the models. Like, just stop it. This is just her way because she is so jealous of Jess that she has to have that TikTok taken down because she cannot stand that Jess got TikTok followers like that. And meanwhile, her lame-ass TikTok, she's barely got anyone following.
Towards me and Julia. And so I tagged Juju in the video and I was like, watch it till the end. They're like tearing apart Julia's lazy hustler business and making fun of the plus size models, and posting my family and posting her family. And this is a girl that owns a business, and you watched that and saw how it made you look, and you still posted it to TikTok. So, ma'am, when the time is right and I have the energy, I'm going to come for your business. And I'm going to let people know exactly what type of woman you are. All right? And we'll let the people decide if they want to go and report.
First of all, I really hope that Jess lodges a complaint with It Works Compliance. And I feel like maybe she might need to do a TikTok video to, grab their attention, because it seems unless the person has followers, they don't really pay much attention to complaints. And we've seen it before. Like, we've even seen Juliana go live and be like, what trouble am I going to get in? They all love me. And obviously that was until the Bria and Becca situation arose. Because Bria, she would not take down that post. Like, she was sticking to her guns. And then Juliana, literally, she had to crawl into her anal cavity and kiss from the inside out just to get Bria to take that post down, and pretend to be her bestie. And then Becca, Becca put her thing up on Facebook, and It Works did care about that. I don't know if Juliana got fined for that or what the deal was. I mean, I don't even think she could afford to pay a fine now with It Works. But, that led to a conference with Becca, Juliana, and It Works Compliance, where Juliana was bawling her eyes out for the entire call. Was bawling her eyes out. I'm sorry, Becca. And she had to kiss Becca's ass until, months afterwards when it was forgotten. Then she went back on the live and started, dishing shit to Becca again, because that's how she works. So I hope that Jess sticks to her guns and maybe does a TikTok video and does not take it down. Just be that voice, you know what I mean? I really do hope that It Works actually do something about it, because, damn, their reputation is getting destroyed. And I feel like, Juliana's like, oh, Barb, she's the best. Barb would have to be sick of her shit by now, honestly. Who wouldn't be?
And do whatever they need to do. Because the last thing you're going to do,
Honestly, though, have a listen to it. Are you 5? What sort of is that how you talk down to your kids or your husband? Because that doesn't work in the real world with actual adults. Juliana, grow the fuck up, dude.
Is think it's okay to spread hate and bully my best friend, who runs one of the best clothing fitness lines I've ever seen or felt on my body, and does not do a damn thing to anybody. You can hate me all you want. Most of the posts about me were about me and bread. They were clowning me for taking bread back. Whatever, bitch. I don't care. Y'all hate when I breathe. But when you come for my best friend and you post her baby and you post her man and you post about her business, no.
Except for the thing is, Jess didn't post about you or your man or your best friend's man or her business. She didn't post about anything. I did. Okay?
Really? She probably only does that because I called her ass out. So she's trying to come for my best friend. But that's not who I'm talking about. You guys will not figure it out because no one knows who she is. She's she does pretty well on TikTok, but she has this business, and it's you don't treat people like that. People that don't do anything to you. This is the same girl that when she decided to walk away from the business, she's not even I did not add her to the team. I never really worked with her. Sorry guys, I was losing connection. But I never worked with her personally, and when I did speak to her, I was always nice to her. When she left the business, she went on this like 10-part rampage on TikTok, throwing me under the bus, telling me what a piece of shit I was and how awful I was. And I'm like, I don't even talk to you. Because apparently I made a training one day on the team page. She had told people that she was like depressed or something. And I went live on the team page and I was like, hey, like whatever you're going through in life, like you've got to power through that. Like nobody feels sorry for you. And I was doing that live training for myself because I was literally suicidal in that moment. And I was trying to like pump myself out of it. She took it as I was being like, I wasn't being sympathetic to her feelings. Meanwhile, I didn't even know she was going through anything because I don't know you, sweetheart. I don't talk to you. You're reading between the lines a little too deep and you just wanted somebody to be mad at. So she went on this like 10-part rampage on TikTok about me. And I was like, I don't know what the issue is, ma'am. I'm going through a lot. Can you please leave me alone? And now I see that she's still like engaging in these hate pages and it involves my best friend. And no, baby, no. Because you can talk about me all day long. My best friend, I'll protect her peace over mine any day. Thank you very much.
I think most of us by now have worked out this is just a manipulation tactic by Juliana. It's got nothing to do with Julia. You know, she's acting like she's going hard in the paint for Julia and, you know, she's my best friend and this and that. It's nothing to do with that. It's the fact that Juliana wants to cause drama with this other girl and she needs backup because she's got that mean girl mentality where she can't actually do it when it's one-on-one. Like, if you've seen some of the DMs between her and Becca and she's literally kissing Becca's ass, but then when it comes back to, like, having 3 or 4 people in a group chat and she's talking shit on Becca, like, this is what I mean. Like, Juliana is, like, big, tough chihuahua. You know what I mean? And I feel like this story is going to progress the further it gets because she wants to try and make Jess out to be a bad person. And the more she talks about it, she's going to be like, oh, I need to add a bit more in because people aren't really biting at it like they should be. And I really hope that Julia wakes up soon and realizes what sort of manipulation is happening here. Like, I know she's like, she's my best friend and everything. But even when you have a toxic best friend, you still catch them out doing stuff like lying about little things. So I know that Julia would know by now what she is capable of. But to turn away other friends and let like another person isolate you from good friends is just stupid. I went back and looked at the page and literally the only thing that was posted about Julia that had anything to do with Julia was that picture of those 2 women. That was it. So it's kind of funny because if you read the screenshots, like if you read the actual page, there's nothing bad written about them. So when Julia's in there saying, oh, they're making fun of plus size models' bodies and all this crap, it's kind of like, okay, but no one said anything. So like you came up with that all on your own. So are you the one making fun of the plus size models because you just made up that people were talking crap about their bodies, you know? But anyway, that's just, the point is, at the end of the day, there's only one post that's on there. So even if Jess did open her Instagram and it was on that post, that's one post. Like, why would Julia get so mad that she read a post, like it was in her feed? That's got nothing to do with Jess. That's not Jess's problem, you know? And, you know, for them to come to the conclusion that everyone was bullying these girls because of their weight sort of says more about them than it does about anyone else, because nobody put down those models' bodies. It was just simply the fact that that bra insert looked terrible. It should have either been edited out. They should have, you know, made sure that they were wearing the clothes correctly before they took a picture, rather than 2 girls that are similar size too, wearing an outfit. One's got theirs rolled down, one's is up high. Like, you know, they're not lining up sort of thing. I don't know how to explain it. If you've seen the picture, you know what I mean. But, you know, for her to sit there and say this is all about Julia, it has nothing to do with Julia. Julia is just an excuse because she doesn't want to seem like an absolute bitch. She'll be like, oh, she's going hard for my friend. Like, I was defending my friend. Julia doesn't need defending. She doesn't need defending because some girl scrolled down her Instagram feed and there was something on another page. Like, it has nothing to do with Jess. Like, grow the fuck up, honestly.
This ain't what you want. It's not what you want. Because the way my followers are set up, the way my girls are set up, when we come hard. And I'll take it there. Do not talk about my best friend's business.
So wait a minute. You just said don't talk about my best friend's business, but where was she actually talking about your best friend's business? Because you said that she opened her Instagram feed and there was a post from me on the page. So wouldn't that be me talking about it and not her? Like, let's just watch and see how this story evolves, because it will evolve further and further to make sure she can try and, like, rope as many followers into believing all this hate that Jess has not even put upon Julia at all.
Like, Julia, and this right now should motivate everybody. Go spend some money with Julia. Go visit her Lazy Hustler site, if there's anything even in stock, because the bitch sells out immediately.
Alrighty then. So, who else right now is starting to think, this is a little bit suspect? You know, did Julia and Juliana put this whole thing together just to try and get some pity sales for the Lazy Hustler? Because it's kind of looking that way. Like, you know, we've seen it before when Juliana's depressed and, like, Bread's left her. It's like, it's okay. Cheer me up by buying a bag. Because that's kind of what this sounds like right now.
Go spend some money with her. I am so proud of what she's built within that business, and that's why y'all are mad. That's why y'all are mad.
So I don't want to take away from Julia's business at all, because obviously I think it's great that she's starting something that is not about It Works. You know, she's got her own little baby that she's starting to grow on her own. And, you know, once these multi-level marketing groups are gone, she's going to have a business behind her. And it's going to be a legit business. It's not selling knockoff handbags, okay? So I have admiration for her for starting that. But let's not act like this is like this miraculous feat, okay? I would understand if she was designing her activewear from scratch and then adding her label. But, you know, at this point, she is just ordering from manufacturers and adding a label. And we know that because people have sent in pictures of her activewear that have different labels on them. So, you know, but it's a great starting point for Julia. So I definitely don't want to take anything away from that. But to sit there and be like, oh, you know, everyone is so jealous because she has this, you know, clothing label, you know, that's not it. Because at the end of the day, this is something that anyone could do at this level that she's at now. I really hope that Julia does grow it and just leaves It Works behind. I feel like it's going to be so much freedom, like emotionally and financially, for her family, and I really hope she does make that move soon.
Because it looks professional, it looks A1, the quality is unreal, the prices are great, and she's got a whole lot of people that love her, and it pisses you off. It pisses you off.
Let's be real for a second. We'll just step out of Juliana-topia and back into the real world. If we're looking at comparing Jess and Julia's business, Jess's is by far ahead. You know what I mean? She has so many more TikTok followers. There is so much more potential for her audience. Whereas if you look at the Lazy Hustler, you know, it's really just the It Works girls that are like, and like the Julia diehard fans that are placing the orders. You know, it's not like it's a niche brand that everyone's like dying to get into. Whereas if you look at Jess's market with like her candles and stuff, it's a niche market. So she has genuine people that want to buy from her, not because they're trying to make their uplines happy or whatever, but because they genuinely want the product.
Yeah, it's literally like, I get a lot of free shit, like having, you know, a large following. I need to shave my armpits. Ignore that.
So now she's trying to make us believe that she gets a heap of free stuff sent to her all the time because she has a large amount of followers, even though she has a private account. Yeah, I don't think so.
I get stuff sent to me. I get workout gear. Like, I had a guy reach out to me that had a fitness line, and he was like, hey, like, can I send you stuff? And you just talk about it on your page. When I got it, it was bullshit. So I was like, listen, like, I'll pay what you paid for this, but I'm not going to share it because I'm not going to have people buy this because it's not that good of quality.
Chapter 15, page 482 of things that never happened in Juliana's life that she claims did.
My best friend, I will go to the ends of the earth supporting her because first of all, she, like, perks of being her best friend, but I get to try everything before she releases it. And that's because she knows the quality is good, but she's going to make sure that it's going to last for y'all. So I always get sneak peeks of everything, and then I get to wear and tell her how the quality is, and it's always been A1. And she's poured so much of her heart and soul into her Lazy Hustler business that, like, when I see people talking shit about it and then coming for the plus size models, bitch, you just lit a fire under my asshole.
So just out of curiosity, how far did you get through this video before you realized that Juliana's live was nothing more than a marketing ploy for the Lazy Hustler? Like, just listen for the last 3 or 4 minutes where she's just plugging the Lazy Hustler and plugging Julia, all because she claims someone came for her friend that really has not said anything about her friend. This whole thing seems just really suspicious.
Now I'm going to go super hard. Every time she drops something, I'm going to make sure everybody's selling that shit out. And when she's got 1 million followers on that account and she's got 13,000 warehouses all around the United States, I want you to remember this live. I want you to remember it. Y'all are so fucking sorry. So pathetic. I cannot imagine being a grown woman with children, sitting around on a hate page, talking shit about bitches that fucking helped you make money. I cannot imagine. I can't. I'm not built like that.
I'm pretty certain that most of you guys would have worked out what kind of manipulation's at play right now. But if I had to guess, what I reckon really happened was, Jess has uploaded this tutorial to TikTok. She's on the screen recording that she's making. She's flicked over to Instagram. It probably had TWT 5.0 like in the feed. And someone has seen that and gone, oh my God, Jess follows TWT. And they've dobbed her into Juliana. And Juliana has lost her mind. And of course, people are going to be like, what's the big deal? Like, she's just following, an exposing page. It's not that big of a deal. So Juliana's had to embellish it to make it look bad. And of course, she's got to make it look like, Jess was out to harm Julia as well. Because otherwise, Julia's not going to get on board. Like, she's got to try and make, Julia and every other It Works person think that Jess is just this horrible person, and obviously following an exposing page is just not enough to do it.
There's a ton of people on Instagram that I don't like, and you still will not see me sitting around on a page talking shit about them. I'm going to block you because I don't want to see you anymore. If I don't vibe with you, if I don't like you, I don't want to see your stuff. I'm not weird. I don't need to keep up with you. Ugh. It's like post about Sierra Satterfield. Post about me, post about me, post about me, post about me, post about Julia's business. Me. Y'all are so obsessed with me. We are not the Kardashians.
Let's be real here. The only reason that Juliana is posted about the most at the moment is because she's the biggest train wreck at the moment. So whoever's the biggest train wreck gets posted about. You look at the start of last year, Crystal was always being featured because they got in that fisticuff fight, and then they got married like days after he went to jail for pushing her over, so of course people are going to be talking about that more. It's the same as 6 years ago when Alison lost her kids and she was a meth head and all this stuff happened. Of course they're going to be posted about the most. And right now, Juliana by far is the biggest train wreck out of all the Insta mums that there is. Like, she is by far the worst of the lot right now. So of course she's going to be posted about a lot. She has all this stuff going on, just absolutely crazy stuff, and that's what people come to look at.
I've got so many requests sitting at the top of my page that my numbers would jump by the thousands if I accepted everybody right now. Thank you for the traffic. Thank you so much. Y'all are weird. Like, I just cannot. But to go after somebody like Julia, it doesn't make sense to me. And like Sierra, she gets so much hate too. And I never really liked Sierra. We never vibed. We never got along. We're just not the types of people. I still would not sit here and dabble in putting another woman down. I want nothing but success for Sierra.
I could literally go back right now on my phone and find at least 5 lives where she talks shit on people. Crystal was one of them. I know Caitlin was another one. I don't know how many It Works distributors, like Becca, Bria, like, give it a rest, girl. No one's going to believe that because we've been here and we've watched you talk shit about all of those people.
Crystal, whoever else that I'm not friends with, that these people attack. What do I look like sitting here bringing down another woman because I don't like them? Because I don't stand for what they stand for, because we have different opinions, we have different lifestyles, we just don't vibe. That is the stankest coochie energy I've ever heard of in my life. You guys don't know her. Like, I'm literally telling you, you do not know her. You won't figure it out. It's not somebody big on Instagram. It's not anybody even, worth talking about. It's just the fact that it's like, it's so ugly to me. And it's done so carelessly. And you run a business. So now I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to teach you a lesson. Why you don't behave that way. There's nothing wrong with it. They were making fun of the plus size models and making fun of nipples. So just say you hate women.
I sure hope that she stretched before that reach, because that is nowhere near what was said. Like I said before, nothing bad was said about the models, but it's kind of weird that she's harping on about people making fun of the shapes of plus size models when that didn't actually happen. So, I mean, tell us how you really feel about plus size models, Juliana, because that's kind of what it comes across as, that you're making fun of them, not anybody else.
Just say you hate women, talking about pepperoni nipples. Just say you don't like women. Like, that shit's sad. That shit's sad.
Look, honestly, I don't know who's feeding this whack job information, but they're really twisting stuff and they're making it look like a damn fool.
And they looked bomb. They looked bomb. And she goes out of her way to also make sizes for everybody to feel comfortable in. Sizes for everyone to feel their best in. So that they can get their ass to the gym if that's what they want to do. If you want to work out and you want to feel beautiful working out instead of wearing shorts and a baggy t-shirt, she's there to supply you with that. If you're super tiny and you want something that's going to lift those butt cheeks and make you look like you got some booty back there, she's supplying that. Like, I'm just very, very protective over her because I know her better than anyone. And I know this shit hurts her feelings. And I know how hard she works. And I know how great it is. So I know that it's coming from a place of jealousy. But like that like mama bear in me over my friendships like comes out. And it's like, I just want y'all to know that we know you're clowns. Like, I will never respect that. You can say whatever you want about me. You can make fun of me all day long. I'm not taking you seriously because number one, half of y'all look like my dog's asshole anyways.
Oh my God. Wait, no. How did it go again? Tell me that you hate women. Like, this girl is a walking contradiction. She really is. Like, tell us that you're off your meds without telling us that you're off your meds, Juliana.
You're not cute. You're not. And I hate to be I usually don't personally attack looks, but shit.
Actually, yeah, you do. That's kind of like the only thing that you attack is people's looks. And like before it used to be like, I make more money than you. And now you're a broke bitch. So you can't really say that either.
You're walking around looking the same way you are on the inside. And it ain't good. Whenever my page started growing, there's another fruit fly around. And yesterday, if you were on here, I ate a fruit fly. It flew into my mouth on accident and I ate it. But I've been dealing with these hate pages for like 5-6 years. As soon as I started gaining any kind of success on social media, there's going to be haters, right? And like, it used to tear me up. Like, it used to keep me up at night. These people called CPS on me. They would call the police on me. They would send death threats, post my address.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Juliana, but didn't you call the police on you because you got in a fist fight with your baby daddy in front of your kids and you thought that you could call the police on him because he's a black man and an ex-felon, so they'd probably arrest him, but instead they worked out that you were the aggressor, so they arrested you and put you in jail, and then the police actually called CPS on you because they thought you're a bit of an unstable mother. But I guess we forgot that story. Sorry. Keep on with your fantasy though.
talk about having me murdered, like say the nastiest shit about my children, make fun of my children's teeth, their weight, everything under the sun, okay?
It's kind of embarrassing at this point how desperate she is to make TWT seem like it's something that it's not. Anyone that follows the page knows that all of that shit that she just said is untrue. People only ever talk about how cute the kids are. They talk about how sweet Cecilia is. And if anything, they advocate for the kids. You know, they call her out on bad behaviour, like when her and Bray got in that fist fight and the kids witnessed that. You know, people called her out for that. When, you know, a couple of days ago, she talked about how Cecilia had stains in her underwear on live in front of a heap of people. And then months before that, she outed Cecilia for wetting the bed on her live. And the people on the TWT page advocate for the kids. They're like, no, that is not okay. Nobody should be doing that to their children. You know, you don't need to be telling your followers about whatever issues they're having at home.
You have to develop thick skin. That's fine. I've been dealing with this for many years. I think why it makes me so upset when they talk about my best friends is because I feel like I made them a target because they're best friends with me. That's why these people attack them.
That is honestly so far from the truth. Like, I would say on my page that at least 90% of the people that follow support and love Julia. They think she's a great mum and they don't care. Like, even if they don't like Juliana, which most people don't, they love Julia and they still support her. So that's nonsense.
So I think that's why it gets me so mad, because it's like they would not be bothering talking about my best friends if it wasn't for me. Like, their hatred for me. Pure evil. Pure evil. Oh yeah, they used to go in on my kids. Like, and they probably still do. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't keep up with them, and I never have. Like, the only time I'm notified of what's going on the hate pages is when somebody sends it to me. No one even sends it to me anymore because they know I don't want to see it. And if you send it to me, my first question is going to be, what are you doing on that page? Like, now I'm going to block you, because anybody that can sit on a page like that and just hate on other women, like, ew. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want you watching my life.
Does this Looney Tune actually think we want to be friends with her?
So, yeah, exactly. It's just pathetic. And, like, they treat it like it's literally TMZ. Like, front page news, Juliana took bread back. I did not know I'm that cool. I really did not know that. But y'all go show some extra love to Julia today, because it's a rough day for her and her family. And her business is amazing, you know, whether it's go buy something on the Lazy Hustler website or go to the Lazy Hustler Instagram and just blow up the motherfucking notifications. Like, can y'all just say you're going to do that?
Now, I think that Julia is a smart businesswoman. Like, if she wants to grow this like she hopes, she needs to, like, separate herself from all this drama, because it looks so badly on the Lazy Hustler having, you know, your friend who is just always filled with drama, like drama, go live, drag another business, drag other women, and then be like, hey, I'm promoting your business in the same live. Like, it looks atrocious from a business point of view.
Even if it's just that, like, go blow up her notifications, go show love, share the stuff to your page, like, or to your story. Because, I know. And it's the same group of people. Like, it's been the same 2,000 to 2,500 idiots, women that are unhappy with themselves, that they pop their popcorn every night and watch their little YouTube hate channel and whatever else they do on that page. But, like, coming from my best friend, all right. And if I was nasty, like, here's the thing. If I was nasty, I could post that girl's TikTok right now. I could have her TikTok deleted. I could have her business ran into the ground. Your Etsy shop would have so many bad reviews, you wouldn't come back from it. I could be real nasty. Instead, I'm going to tell y'all to go show my best friend who deserves the attention. Go show her some love. Go show her some support. Because I know the shit bothers her. I know her heart. Her skin is not as thick as mine when it comes to social media. Because she minds her mother trucking business and does not bother anybody. Yeah, it's just jealousy. But it's like, bro, like, y'all know that bipolar Barbie little sassy side of me wants to come out and be like, all right, and I'm going to run your shit into the ground. Don't ever try it again. But I'm not going to do that. She's not worth it. I really think some of these women get off on drama. Like, I feel like when they're like, oh, Juliana's paying attention to me, they go and get off on it. I really think some of them are in love with me at this point. Because why are you watching me like that? I forgot you were breathing on this earth, ma'am.
Are you sure though? Because I kind of feel like every single live that you do, whether it be about you and Brad or about the kids or about Julia or about business, I always somehow get a mention in them. Like every single live. I don't think you've forgotten about me.
Yeah. I had to stop tagging Nate. And it wasn't even that y'all were following him. Like, sometimes it's weird, but we understand because it's like you guys want to see more of their family. But the problem was so many of like the people with bad intentions were following, like the hate pages and trying to pry into their personal life.
I can say with 100% positivity that I've never followed Nate at all from any of my pages. I have no interest in following Nate. Why would I follow Nate?
In his personal life. So just very weird. Very weird.
Anyways, that's all the snippets that I have for that live. I do have a couple more lives that might be a little bit confusing because there's a couple that are like pre her and Brad getting back together and a couple that were like post her and Brad getting back together. I know a lot of you have probably seen them because they've been uploaded onto the Ko-Fi, but I will be doing podcasts and having a chat about them as well. But for now, I will catch you guys back on the page at TWT 5.0.